Yes, man. Welcome back to my channel, Poetry and the Police. And the other day I did a video in relation to certain corruption in the Jamaica Constabulary Force. And to tell you the truth, it's not even 1% of the corruption that goes on in Jamaica Constabulary Force. And most of our serving members are afraid to come forward, are afraid to even speak about these atrocities, because you know what, Regin? If you come forward as a serving member and open your mouth, trust me, you might end up dead. Find you somewhere in a car up in some country bushes like how they found Inspector Gardner. And you will never get any promotion again if you are even in the organization. Because you can't find nobody in the Jamaica Constabulary Force that you can trust to tell what is happening to you and to tell about the corruptions that you are seeing, because it will be detrimental to you. Put away promotion, but I'm talking about your lives. So most of our good members of the Jamaica Constabulary Force, and let me tell you something, they have rumors that the Jamaica Constabulary Force is corrupt, but to what extent? Most of the corruption in the Jamaica Constabulary Force lies within the senior ranks of the organization, not the little foot soldiers, because trust me, 80% of police officers in Jamaica are good, hard-working police. Let me tell you that, because I've come across a whole lot of them. 80% of the members, between the rank of constable to sergeant, are good people, hard-working, dedicated people. People who go to work every day and serve the people of Jamaica with blood and sweat. So please, do not chastise all the members of the Jamaica Constabulary Force. Because what I hate most of the time is people just say police. You know, that collective word, I kind of hate it. Because when you say police corrupt, it sounds like me corrupt too. It sounds like Christopher Porter is corrupt. It sounds like Detective Sergeant Gunter is corrupted. It sounds like Sergeant Roden from Huntsby is corrupted. And I've done a whole lot of videos, and I have to really point out this sergeant. Sergeant Roden, Ross Roden of the Huntsby police station. Let me tell you something, When I came to Huntsby as a young police, he was at Seaview Gardens and I was under his wing. I call it like that, he was a constable at the time. And let me tell you something, I've never seen that man to involve in anything illegal, anything corrupted. Sergeant Roden is a very clean police. And yet still the man is a sergeant. You know what I mean? He's not being moved to inspector or higher rank because he's honest, so he will never move. But go back to the topic at hand, Bridget. What I said the other day was only 1% of the corruption that goes on in the Jamaica Constabulary Force. Corruption is going on up until now and nobody's stopping it. Because you know what? There's nobody to stop it. Because the hierarchy of the force is involved in the whole thing. And I can give you a whole lot of examples, you know what I mean? And other police officers can talk about it if they can come forward. Because let me tell you something, you will never find a member, a serving member come forward and talk without hiding his face and, changing his voice in some kind of way, because he will be dead. And it is no joke, there are some serious things is going on. And let me tell you this. I have a whole lot of experience and I have been through a whole lot in the Jamaica Constabulary Force, and I've seen the corruption. It has affected me. It has affected my lifestyle. And I can give you many scenarios. I'm going to tell you something. I was investigating a double shooting in Riverton City at one point in my career as a corporal of police. And where a man was shot and injured, I took him to the hospital. His life was saved. Yes, I saved his life, brought him to the hospital in time, the police unit. The man was released from the hospital within a day. And then he was shot again by the same culprits because they wanted him dead. No, I brought that man to the hospital again, Happened that I was on duty again. So I am investigating both shootings, both attempt murder and this man's life. Alright? The man was released from hospital again. Couldn't go back to Riverton City. or Kalalubed, where he was from. So we had to put this man on the witness protection program. And this is another thing with the Jamaica Constabulary Force. The witness protection program, getting somebody on the witness protection program is a tedious operation. It is too slow. It is too slow. Because you cannot just make a phone call and yes, a man is put on the program. It is too slow. So, as a corporal of police, I had that man for about 8 days at the Seaview Gardens police station. You can ask Sergeant Roden, Constable Daly, and other police officers. I had that man in the police station for days, feeding that man from my pocket, taking care of that man, his wife, and about 3 or 4 kids, I think, for 8 days out of my pocket, money that would not be returned to me. And never once, even the inspector at the station said, boy, Blake, see a thing and help out. Nobody, the authorities was aware that the man was at the station. And he was a witness in a case of double attempt murder. And nobody assisted me as a police officer. I had to do everything by myself. Until the witness protection program finally came for that man. Right? No. I was searching for the suspects. And the suspect was accosted. There was a shootout. Firearm was recovered. But the suspect escaped. But I recovered the firearm in the motor vehicle. And I seized the motor vehicle. And I'm going to tell you this now. This is what happened to me after all hell broke loose. My career almost mashed up over this case. Because let me tell you something. A prominent politician, a prominent businessman from the East Kingston area who control the work in Riverton City and who control those set of men in Riverton City decided to approach me or send other police officers to me to collect money to drop the case against the so-called shooters, who was his shooter, which was his soldiers. I said, no, don't want any money from you. After that, Bridget, my career started to take a nosedive. There was this inspector, DDA at the time, Huntsby. The man started to wage a war against me because he had approached me to release the suspect's car. I said to the inspector, listen, Bridget, I have a warrant for this man for double attempt murder, double shooting with intent, and illegal possession of firearm. People has approached me with money, and I did not. I refused. And the inspector decided that, listen, we need to hand over the car. I said, I can't hand over the car because the car is an exhibit in the case, and I need the suspect. I said, bring the suspect to me. The man decides, I war him, I go war him. I must lose the work over this. You hear me? I must lose the work over this. Regine, let me tell you something. I was so uncomfortable after that. Everywhere I go, once this man is at work, the man would call me on the radio, Detective Corporal Blake, what's your location? I might say to the man, one time he called me and I said to him, I'm at the Majestic Gardens area heading towards the Portmore area, the Greenwich Farm area, but I was in that, where the airport is. He said, return to base. And I made a U-turn. And by the time I reached Hunts Bay, the man blood me at the station diary already. I was written up in the diary, in red ink already, that me fail to follow instructions and me disrespect to senior in rank. And it continued over and over with this inspector, all because I did not want to hand over the car and sell out the case. Alright? Because obviously, the politician, the businessman, who wanted to pay me off for the case was his friend. Everybody knew that too. Even though I'm not calling him. Everybody knew that. Right? While this was going on, a civilian called me. And you know what the civilian said to me? The civilian said, Mr. Blakey, listen. You see that car where you see on that boy where you're looking for, it's going to cost you your life. So what you need to do is hand over that car. And I will help you to catch that boy. And let me tell you something. I thought about it and I said, alright. I work with the civilian. And obviously, the civilian knew that he was talking about because he was part of certain society. He was part of certain, so he has links and he knew what was going on. And he knew that I am a good police officer. And listen, my brethren, you don't need to lose your life over this. Even though I wasn't even thinking about losing my life. I'm not afraid to defend myself. So I handed over the car. And Lo and behold, the same civilian who gave me that information worked with me with other people, and everywhere that boy was I knew, until I finally held him. The witness came forward, he was on the protection program and gave evidence. And that undesirable was sent to prison for over 30 years. And he was not the only one. More was with him, and they were also convicted. Now, I took that parasite off the street. That parasite, I took him off the street, but the inspector never wanted me to do that. All because his business friend, his so-called corrupted business friend, was offering me money and I refused. So that is how the organization is set nowadays. If you arrest the wrong person, brethren, your career done, or you might lose your life. I saw the organization set. And there's more incidents like that. And I'm going to tell you about another incident. I'm going to tell you about another incident again. I want to listen carefully. I want some police to start talk up the things them now. I want to comment on my videos them. I want to talk up the things about the similar situation where you guys are being put in. And if you are serving now, you're free to talk. This guy's your voice. Say something, brethren, because them you need to expose them soup, yeah. You need to expose them and them business friends who are corrupting the organization and corrupting the police stations and the police officers and the division. We need to talk about that. Because we need to stop these kind of activities in Jamaica so we can at least help in solving some crimes in Jamaica and reduce the murders in Jamaica, because these are some of the incidents and the issues that are causing Jamaica's crime rate to be so high. Corrupted politicians, corrupted councillors, corrupted police officers, brethren, senior officers. I don't talk about no constable to sergeant, brethren. I talk serious senior officers, brethren. You hear me? I tell you that. So listen, I'm going to tell you this now. One night, I was on duty. And I remember a cowboy stopped a car down by Spanish Town Road and Maxfield Avenue. And the car sped off and some shots were fired. And I got a call that the car was turning up to Walton Park Road. We spotted the car. We chased the car up by Delamere up towards Norman Manley High School. Shots were fired. The car was crashed. The boys jumped out of the car and they ran. Seized the car. Found a full clip 45 magazine inside of the car. So then we started investigation now into the whole thing. While I was investigating the matter, the address of the car, the owner of the car led me to a certain address. But I realized when I went there, it was an old man owning the car. But he was not really the owner of the car. He was just the person that the car was put in his name. But listen, Miss Bridget, when I went there to see that man and talk about that, to ask him question about that car, this man already showed me a card. And that card belonged to the DSP crime from Huntsby at the time. So me I say, the DSP crime left his card there already. May remember, this man is not investigating this case, you know. I am the investigator, you know. So I don't know why he went to the man before me. And he didn't even contact me to say, all right, Blake, me get some information, this and that. No. So he had his own agenda. So I'm wondering what is going on. Why a DSP want to get involved in this? Because it's a simple case. Anyway, the investigation started. A few months later, the man was held. There was a warrant out for the owner of the car because information that he was the one involved in the shooting at the time. Right? There was a warrant out for the owner of the car, who was a deportee. I heard that he had money or whatever, drug deal or whatever. So, after that, he was held and brought to Huntsby, placed in custody at Huntsby. And when I was informed about that, by the time he go to Huntsby, brother, the man was already released from custody. The man was released from custody. And I'm saying, why is this man released and there's a warrant out for the man? Nobody not saying anything. I went to Olympic Garden, in the Olympic Garden, and a civilian called me one side and said, Mr. Blakey, listen, you know, say, and boy, they get held and a money run and he was released, you know. And the civilian was saying to me, listen, the car that you seized, he said that he can pay you if you just hand over the car to him now. So I said, no. The civilian was mad at me now, man, saying, boy, you don't want to make no money because you're a man, they make a money already, so why you can't make a money now? Well, you can't make a money now. I said, no, brother. I went to the specific officer in the case now, that same man with a hand in card. Because I him same one release the man out of custody and collect. And I told him that, listen me, I heard this boy wanted the car and want to pay me some money for the car. I say, yo, no. But I'm going to hold on upon him. Man say, yeah, man, I mean, deal with it. Brethren, next day I went to Unspear, the car was handed over to the man. The car gone. When you see the civilian again, civilian say, Brethren, you really let me down in because you make the soup collect again. You make the soup, hand over the car to the man and eat the food again and you eat none. This is a good man. I'm going to tell you that. The man mash up my case. Listen to me. The senior officer practically destroyed my investigation. You see what I say? The man was held. He released the man. He released the exhibit. The car. The man released everything. And not him the check back in the exhibit thing. If the magazine for the gun, they gone. Because I just lose interest in the case. So these are the things me I tell about in a bridging. And I don't know, these are the type of officers in the work where we need to get rid of, you know. And listen, this is the seriousness of it, you know, and this is why it will never stop, you know. Because, let me tell you something. Well, if the internal affairs hear any form of allegation about a constable to a sergeant of police involved with corruption, let me tell you something. Quick, them will call you down there and draw allegations upon you and start dealing with you some kind of way. I tell you that. But let an allegation come against a senior officer of the Jamaica Constabulary Force and see what happens. Then probably not even call them. Because let me tell you this, it's like these people get off on smaller ranks where they can call you manangle and disrespect you. Understand? I saw them deal with the thing. That is how they do the thing. They don't call no soup. Look around you if you never see no supercharge yet. Super hard they are charged and them do the worst thing in the Jamaica Constabulary Force. No, people are report them, you know. But nothing is being done. Because when people report them, guess what? That the senior officer done this, whether internal affairs or whether any department, or call them and say, yeah, you know, say, boy, I can report you. And they hate you right away. Because let me tell you something, you know. I never see people can carry feelings. So, like them and them senior officer in the Jamaica Constabulary Force. Brethren, if you write them woman a ticket and you never know so them woman, or you write them friend a ticket, them carry feelings to you for you to your grave. Them vex with you to your grave because you're not supposed to do them thing there. Or if you write my friend a ticket. Or if you arrest my friend Pickney. You get me? I'm telling you that. That is how the operation is in the Jamaica Constabulary Force. Well, how we ever get rid of this? Because police have to start talk up. Because if police don't talk up, this thing is not going to stop happening. This thing is not going to stop happening. And most of these senior officers, crime officers at the station level, they are recruiting the younger generation of police. They are recruiting the constable and the corporal and the sergeant to involve in them little ring of corruption. Because let me tell you something, observe properly. And of course, you have cliques. A clique run the Jamaica Constabulary Force. And these are the things that the commissioner need to get rid of. First, he needs to get rid of the cliques in the Jamaica Constabulary Force, because the cliques in the Jamaica Constabulary Force, they are the one running all the divisions. They are the one recruiting people in organized crime in the organization itself. They are the ones that are messing up the whole organization, brethren. Because let me tell you something. You can't arrest no boy who have money. Who are in the division who are not their friends. I tell you that. You can't lock up no. Listen, you hear what I said that to you ago? You cannot arrest no man in any division who have money who is not a friend of the soup. I tell you that. You cannot do that. And once you lock up a man, even if man, you never know the soup from Adams, and man will call the soup and say, Ray, you know, so my boy down in jail and yeah, we can deal with this. And them the soup just take over the thing. You start pressure you. Why this man in custody? You start pressure you a whole lot of things. And you start, if you have ID period, you start shut it down. You start do a whole lot of things just for you to release the man out of custody. You put you under pressure. Every day and they on your back. How the man a release it? How the man a charge it? Just for you release the man. You hear me I say? You think that bad yet? Brethren, me tell you the worst thing that ever happened to me, you know. A whole lot of things happened to me, you know. But let me tell you something, you know, the worst thing ever happened to me, me put a boy in a custody one time from down a waterhouse in the brethren, and me I tell you something, you know. This boy was wanted for much murder and thing, you know. I know me put the boy in a custody, you know. I know a senior police officer in a dan who knew the boy and knew so that was the boy, you know. You know the man do them, brother? I'm going to tell you exactly what the man do. Because the boy was properly identified. You know what the man do? When him try everything to release the man out of custody and he realize I fight the thing, you know what the man do? The man got the boy mother for come before the court, come before the police station, you know, and say, all right, show me your son. And the woman came to the station and said, that is not my son. The woman deny her son, you know. She said, that is not my son. That's what the senior police officer do, you know. He said, that is not my son. So he's saying that this is not the man that I'm looking for. And eventually release the man in a bridge and manangle me and release the man in a bad me up and release the man in a so me not talk again, you know. Me have the right suspect in a custody for murder, how much murders, you know. And the man was released because him say the wrong man that me have in a custody. I mean, no say the right man. The witnesses him no say the right man. People on phone that tell me say the right man that me couldn't even get to do a identification period with the man. The man was released before the identification period because the man manangle me and tell him say the wrong man that me have in a custody. Because all him mother say I know him. Me telling you that, you know. And now, let me tell you something. Hey, enough more police have got through them things in an organization. They're afraid to talk, you know. Some police just give in and just join the clique and done, you know. Because when you're part of the clique, you are promoted. You make money and you are promoted. Because let me tell you something. If $1 million collect pan a case, a super get all 500,000 tight or more. And a little soldier get 200. But some man think 200,000 are money, so him rejoice and gone with that, you know what I mean? Corruption money, blood money. You know how much people them money murder and they get released. Let me tell you something, brethren. I have recovered numerous firearms in the Jamaica Constabulary Force. And every time you recover a firearm, most of the time you recover a firearm, brethren, let me tell you, so your phone will blow up. Police will give people your number to call you. Man a call, people are call from every angle, people are call from England, people are call from everywhere. For you collect money to release that man out of custody for that the gun there. Me there, me yard and people, civilian in my area call me and talk. Me have some friends, I don't know even know they know people from those parts of the world. I talk to me about this case, man, know my name, man know everything about me. You understand? Because they want you to sell the case, because guess what? It's when you sell the case, them done negotiate already with the man already, you know. So if me get Blake for release the case, me have to get this, you know. You get me? I say, and if me know, if I am corrupted and collect money and release this man out of custody, then he wins too because he gets some money because he was the one that created. He can talk to me and say, Blake, go allow this and a piece of food to run and he make a money out of it too. So that's how the thing set. And don't you feel like the senior officers are not involved in this shit? They are. Because man tell me straight up already, say eat the food. I couldn't believe that senior officer tell me say eat the food. So let the man when me hold the 2 gun. And I did not do his bidding. And after that, you know what happened? The man said, me go on him, brother. My name was stricken from every kind of promotion and every type of course, you know, where you can find, you know. And I tell you that, you know, no course for Blake. Nothing for Blake. Because Blake go on certain people. They had it that I was on the taking, so me I make crazy money out there, you know. Yeah. So you know what them did, people? You know what them did? They reported me to the internal affairs. I was branded a hitman, brethren. I was branded as any people from Kingston 13, anybody from Kingston 13 watching this video. You don't have to like me. If you're watching this video, you know my face. And you know say I Blake this from Huntsby. I want to come and comment on this thing. Honestly, brethren. I'm wanting to talk in relation to this. Where on earth was I running a gang in Kingston 13? The allegation on my file was I was running a gang in Kingston 13. Allegation was that I am a hitman, brethren. And names will call how much people me kill for money. Allegation was that I even went to a place named Clarkstone and shoot 6 men in a car. So you tell me how that come? Where are these allegations coming from? You see what's happening, people? When you're a good police officer, they know that. Then try to put some things on your file, to mash up your career. Say every time your name go for promotion, it's, oh, you know what? Investigation is being carried out on this man. So he can't get promotion. Because we have an ongoing investigation on this officer, so he will not be promoted. Brethren, let me tell you something. Politics mash up your career. One phone call. You lock up a soup son, a soup friend, or a politician family. Your career done right there, so. That is the corruption in the Jamaica Constabulary Force. You will never be promoted again. These superintendents in the work, these senior officers, me not say superintendents, me say senior officers in the Jamaica Constabulary Force. Like me say, they carry belly for people. Then we transfer you and done your career for the least I think when I go in for them favor. For them friends. Or some families. May I tell you that? That is how they deal with police. The senior officer at my station one time tell me that he will destroy me. For what? Because you want to run my life, you want to tell me what to do. You don't run my life, you're a super... If you are in charge of the station, you don't run my life. You don't run my life. I don't have to do your bidding. You can just call me anytime like me and your boy. I mean just run, come like some dog with him tail locked between him 2 foot then. There's other things to police work than just running up and down the road and do other things. You have to know how to put your file together and send it before the court. You understand me? And speaking of that, let me tell you something, man. Tricks in trades matches box in business, man. If you are smart police, you will know when case sell out. When you hear evidence in a court. I tell you that. But I'm telling you now, brethren, these senior officers in Jamaica Constabulary Force, me are telling you, hey, Commissioner of Police, brother, I don't know what you are going to do, if you are even trying to do nothing, or if you know about these things and you're not stopping it. But until these people are taken out of circulation, man, until these people are replaced, brethren, the organization is not going to be better. You see, when you not send a man to like a place like Huntsby, brethren, you have to find a clean man to put there. And at the same time, when you put a clean man there, you have to make sure you find some support system for him that is also clean. You have to change the DDI. You have to change the sergeant in charge of crime. You have to change the inspector in charge, the DSP ops. You have to brethren, you have to change everybody. You have to vet everybody. You have to go through everybody. Because trust me, they say the chain is as strong as the weakest link, brethren. You understand me? And everybody will come a place like Huntsby. Any super come on Huntsby, most of the senior officers will come on Huntsby. A money place. So all them come a money thing them a deal with. The business man in the community. A money thing. Them a deal with. You understand me? That them a deal with. A corruption thing. A money thing. Most of policing is nothing but money thing. You see me I say? If you as a constable can bring some businessman to the soup, to the senior officer in the division where he can make some money, trust me, you're God to him. You see, if you can't do that, you just a recover gun and run up and down like how I was doing, you are nothing to him. You know, no promotion I get, you know, nothing to him, you is nothing to him. You see, the man will make him make money. That the man you go shine, that the man I get promotion. Here, let me tell you that the man I drive the best car in the station and give him the cleanest car for drive. You understand? Come here, tell you about them officers, you know. Them control all the bike police, you know. Them have the bike police at traffic, give a man a bike and have him a run around on the street and pick up them money for them every Friday, you know. For them boy that, you know. You know, they don't police work and they pick up money for the senior officer, you know. So it's system set. I'm want to, hey, enough of you not going to laugh when you hear that, but you don't know, because you don't know what true that. You don't know what true that. You see me I say, so how the force is going to be better with them kind of officers, yeah? Because IA don't come down upon none of them. Only body IA comes down on is from constable to sergeant. And like I said before, sometime inspector. If you notice when a shooting happen and anybody is charged, a constable to sergeant, you never see no senior officer charged yet, brethren. We want to look into that, you know. Yet still, he's on the patrol and him a lead the team. You know what I mean? Him a lead the team. Yet still, they're never charged. Nobody not investigate them, man. Them have too much big friend in high places. So nobody will ever investigate them because guess what? Them friend thing turn up. As a little constable or corporal or sergeant, if you don't have no money, nobody no business about you. Them send you to prison, all when you not do nothing, them send you to prison. Me I tell you that there. Nobody is no business about you unless you were sucking up to them and doing their bidding. Them have to secure you because you are them food tree. You understand? I saw the thing set. But when I tell you, there's much to talk about, you know, people. I'm going to set a little thing, you know, come on and talk to some police, you know. Come on, the police them start speak up now, you know. Because now's the time for you guys to speak up. Because guess what? The Jamaica Constabulary Force is not going to be better if you don't speak up. Like I said, if you have to hide your face and change your voice, do it, brethren. Talk. Expose some of them money in our division, brethren. Get rid of them out of the job, brother. Because there's these senior officers, they are the ones that causing the problem in the Jamaica Constabulary Force. We need to get rid of them, brother. And we need to get rid of them now, or else the country is going to get worse. Because remember, like I said before, most senior officers are politicians. Most senior officers, all them care about is politicians and them businessmen in the community where them serve. The people in them have the money. So if you don't have no money, you and them are no friend. They no business about you. Once you can't make them get rich and make them make any money. I'm telling you that. There's so much to talk about. I want you people to come forward and speak. In the comment section, write about your experience, brethren. Tell Jamaica about your experience with some of these senior officers. Talk up the things, them, brethren. Hide your face if you have. Talk about it. Get rid of them, bro. If you don't get rid of them from now, Jamaica is not going to be a place soon. Jamaica is already a criminal paradise, and it's as a result of these kind of corruption that exists in the local police stations at the high level. So we need to cut it from now. If Jamaica is going to be better, we need that kind of reaction. So the people can trust the police again, because guess what? I one thing with Boy Road, when police collect money from them and do certain things, then shut. And the whole community know. I'm telling you that. So these people know what are going to, so they can't trust the police. Because they know police are for sale. Most police are for sale. If you're a police officer and you're not for sale, come on my channel, man, talk up the things them. If you're not for sale. Like I said before, Sergeant Roden from Huntsby people, big up the sergeant there. Big up Sergeant Roden at Huntsby Police Station. One of the best, one off. Trust me, a stalwart of a police officer. Sergeant Ross Roden, that man. Enough respect to your Roden. Keep the fire burning, see me, and keep doing the right thing, see me, brother. Keep God close to your heart, see me, brethren, and keep serving the people of Jamaica honestly and respectable, just like what you are doing right now, bro. There are more police officers, but you don't know me. I start me, I was singling out. In every video I do, I make people know who you are. I make people know your name and know so you're a good police officer. If you call Huntsby a police station or you want to give a police some information, ask for Sergeant Roden. Ask for Detective Inspector Gunter. You get me? Ask for Sergeant Ross Roden. Ask for Detective Inspector Gunter. If you give those people information about any crime community in your community, trust me, you can know that the right action will be taken, and it will be taken swiftly. These are police officers that you can trust. If you are a civilian watching this video, and if you're a police too, you can talk to those people and confide in those people. Understand? Because as police, we have to support each other, we have to confide in each other. If you know a man don't honest, you can't confide in them. If you know a man is dishonest, leave them the people alone, leave them the crowd alone. You get me? Because you will lose your life. So yo, me adapt myself now. I mean, I have more to say now. But you don't know the time now, I allotted more. You can't talk everything one time. Because I don't write and talk, I talk everything from my mind. I talk everything from memory. I'm going to tell life on people. Everything you hear me talk, a gospel, a truth. Ask anybody who know me. Comment. Let me hear what you have to say. And brethren, police officers, me I beg you, man, just come forward, man. Make Jamaica better. Make the constabulary force better. Come forward. Push out them people out of the work. Push out them with them alleged criminal behaviors. Push them out of the work. Get rid of them. Expose them for what they are. Expose them for what they are. Make the Jamaica Constabulary Force a better place, and you will make Jamaica a better place, because the authorities from Prime Minister could go right down to MP to Commissioner of Police are corrupted, and they don't want to see Jamaica a crime-free zone, because crime pays and they are benefiting from it. They are benefiting from the lives of police officers. They're benefiting from the lives of Jamaican citizens. And they don't care once they have the cash in their pockets. I end that for now.